So, here's the problem, though.
Midwest Bureau.
Lisa, the grocery chain Super Value says
But then you hear it, the sound of hope, of Zillow. You glance at your phone to see a 3-bedroom Craftsman in the right school district. It's perfect, and it just showed up on your phone, like magic. So sign up for mobile alerts, and we'll send you homes that fit your criteria when they hit the market. And to think, you wanted to live in a van. Zillow. Find your way home.
Joe Miller, family man, decorated combat veteran, judge, conservative leader.
I'm running for U.S. Senate because I am a believer. I believe government should balance its budget just like our families do. That's why I support balancing the budget by law, so we stop Washington politicians from looting the Treasury. I believe in the rule of law. That's why I support the aggressive enforcement of Americans' immigration laws and why I oppose amnesty for illegal immigrants. It's also why Barack Obama should be impeached. I believe in life and liberty. That's why I'm endorsed by leading pro-life and pro-gun rights organizations. I believe in family. With 8 wonderful children and a loving wife, I want every Alaskan son and daughter to have their shot at the American dream. I'm Joe Miller, and I approve this message because we must restore the America we love.
Paid for and approved by citizens for Joe Miller.
Paid for by Vote No on 1 Anchorage, Alaska 99509. Leslie Ajukovich, Bob Berto, Rick Mystrom, Linda Leary, and Rick Boyles, co-chairs, approve this message. Top contributors are BP Anchorage, Alaska, ConocoPhillips Anchorage, Alaska, and ExxonMobil Anchorage, Alaska. And supported by 500 Alaska small businesses, labor unions, corporations, and community groups.
Some say Measure 1 is only about big oil. It's not. More than 500 Alaska small businesses, leading labor unions, Alaska Native corporations, and respected Republican and Democratic leaders have joined to oppose Measure 1. Voting no protects jobs for Alaskans, offers more revenue for education and essential state services, and will grow our economy. Tiffany, a teacher and mother of 2 young children, is voting no.
It seems confusing, but it's not. This is not about big oil companies. It's about what's best for us.
On August 19th, join this statewide movement. For our families, our jobs, and our future, vote no on Measure 1.
Why is A&A the shop, Alaska's independent Subaru specialist? How is it they've been voted the best shop in Anchorage not once but 6 times? Well, it's pretty simple. They offer the best warranty in the business. If they work on your Subaru, you're going to get a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on both parts and labor. That's unheard of. A&A the shop deals exclusively with Subarus, and they also offer $35 oil changes. All their technicians are ASE certified. Call A&A the shop for an appointment. 562-3919 in Anchorage and 696-2096 in Eagle River. Oh, you ready? Dan Fagan and Glenn Beagle are here. They're gonna tear it up, rip it down, and shoot it straight. Fagan and Beagle in the morning on the Talk of the Valley, KVNT. And now, Fagan.
Well, good morning, and welcome to the broadcast on this 15th day of August 2014. My name is Dan Fagan. There's Bonnie Cameron. She's sitting right across the table from me. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You cold?
I am. It must be winter.
Is it cold in here, Brian? Brian says it's not cold.
I came in cold.
Are you typically cold person?
Yes. I love to have a warm blanket and nice warm socks on all the time.
Do you like the cold?
I actually think I do, because when I'm in the South, I hate the humidity and the heat.
Oh, it's so brutal.
So I like a dry heat, but, you know, I really love sweaters.
Do you?
I do.
I don't like the humidity. I agree with you. I like the I don't mind the hot 100-degree dry heat, even 105.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the dry heat's okay.
90 and high humidity, unacceptable.
I don't know that I've ever experienced that, actually. So
You've never lived it? You've never experienced high humidity?
No.
It's. I'm telling you, you go to New Orleans on a certain humid day in August, it's so different than anything you've ever experienced.
Yeah.
You constantly sweat. You never stop sweating.
I got married in August in Arkansas, and that's as close as I've come.
It's pretty humid there.
Yeah.
But you got not quite as, basically Houston, New Orleans, Orlando, Miami, all that little stretch there. It started at about San Antonio, all the way over to Atlanta. But then the further south you get, New Orleans is a city that is below sea level.
Right.
And there's this massive lake to the north of it, Lake Pontchartrain. And then south of New Orleans, it's all swamp. And then you got the big Mississippi River running through it.
Right.
And there are no basements in New Orleans. The reason is because if you dig 2 or 3 feet down, you hit water.
Wow.
So it's just a big sauna.
Ugh.
And it gets so hot there in the summer that the atmosphere literally cannot contain the moisture. So every day in the summer, there are major thunderstorms because the humidity in the air, what's the word? It
condenses?
I don't know if that's the word or not. It joins together.
Okay.
That's
it like envelops you.
Well, no, I'm talking about the moisture in the air.
Oh, okay.
It forms these gigantic, dark, ominous-looking storm clouds.
Yeah.
And then it just pours.
Ugh.
And the reason that
Every
is
day?
Just about in some part of town, not over the whole town, but there'll be certain parts where somewhere the moisture has to get out because it's just too humidity. And then the thing is, once that downpouring comes, then it's like you're literally breathing moisture.
Wow.
You're not even breathing air at that point. And the thing is, it's like that all summer, all the way through, and it's like that 24 hours a day. You get up at 2 in the morning. I used to go running at around 11:30 midnight, and I'm telling you, you come back and take your T-shirt off and you just drench it. You can fill up a bucket. It was just...
That's unreal. I can't even imagine that. Is there lots of mosquitoes?
Nothing like Alaska. I've never seen anything like Alaska mosquitoes.
I experienced some pretty bad ones in Arkansas around the rice fields.
Well, if you're going to go out in the
well,
podunk,
it's just, that's where I met my husband.
In the rice fields.
Not in the rice.
You met your husband in the rice
fields.
So you were picking rice one day.
No, I was cruising the strip.
Was he from Arkansas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you met him in the rice field. You were both
Close
working.
to it.
You were both working in the rice field.
Yeah, really hard.
Honestly?
No.
So were you just going for a hike in the rice fields?
We were cruising the strip.
Cruising the strip.
In Searcy, Arkansas.
Now, I know small town America, especially in the South. There's the Sonic, right?
Yes.
And there's the strip. And when you're young...
And there's a Piggly Wiggly.
That's right. And when you're young, you basically get in your cars and you go back and forth, up and down the strip.
Yes.
30 times on a Friday night.
Yes.
And you look at the cute guys and you look at the cute girls and nothing ever happens. And then all of a sudden, someday...
And then something happens.
Then, like a month later, everybody's married.
And then they outlawed it shortly after we got married.
Cruising the strip.
Yes.
So I've always been a big city boy. I've never really lived in a small town.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. We met in the Piggly Wiggly parking lot.
Yeah.
There's a song for you.
Yeah. So what did the rice fields have to do with it?
I think just a lot of mosquitoes in that area. So I was playing softball, and everybody said, "Bring your bug dope." And I said, "Oh, I'm from Alaska. I can take it. You know, those are nothing compared to our mosquitoes."
What were you doing down in Arkansas?
Going to school.
At
Harding University.
That's a college?
Yeah, Christian University.
What do you make of this concoction?
It's really yummy looking.
It's sugar-free, you know, because I'm really watching
I was skeptical when you walked in.
Oh, no, it is. I made a promise.
It looks really, really good.
Yeah, I got that at a coffee
Don't
stand.
bring something like that again unless you're going to share it.
Really? Yeah, it actually is pretty tasty. Glenn Beagle is not here today. He's taking a day off, and he'll be back, of course, on Monday, so we'll miss him.
Oh.
You're not going to believe who's coming on the show today.
Uh-oh.
You're just absolutely not going to believe who's going to come on the show today. I'm
Sarah
so
Palin?
excited about this. No, Sarah Palin's not coming on. She's been banned.
Ron Paul.
Because we're corrupt to her. So she wouldn't appear with us because we're corrupt.
I'm going to get Ron Paul on here one of these days. How would you like that?
I'm going to give you one more guess. Guess who's coming on the show today?
Dan Sullivan.
No.
Oh, no.
Which one?
The U.S. candidate.
No, he'll be on
U.S.
Monday.
Senate candidate.
He'll be on
Okay.
Monday.
Okay.
Dave Sterin.
Oh, no,
My
really?
buddy Dave Sterin. Yeah, he's coming on the broadcast today.
Oh, good.
How about that?
I'll be glad to meet him.
Yeah, you know
He's
how
like all personality. He'll just fill the room with personality.
He is always the life of the party.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you remember when he used to, because I know you listened to my show for a long time.
Mhm.
You remember when he was Super Dave and he
I
was
do.
just a caller?
Yeah,
It was always the best part of the show.
I really enjoyed it. I look forward to it.
He was so good.
Him and then I'd call in and have something to say.
Yeah.
Usually after him.
Yeah. And then
You could never follow it up.
And then what would happen is that he was so good as a caller, and one day I decided, why don't you just fill in for me? And what do you know? He was great.
He's great.
And then he started doing his show in the morning while I was still at KFQD. He did like I think 8 to 11 show. And then when I left, they said, well, let's put Sterin in Fagan slot, and he's taken it and run with it. He's done a great job.
I don't know how he can just talk for 3 hours.
He is an amazing orator.
He makes me tired.
He is an amazing high energy orator.
Great. Do we know what hour he's coming?
And he has a great mind. Yeah, he'll be here today. So
Okay.
just between you and me.
Okay.
Give you a little broadcast tip. You never tell the listener
That's why I changed it to hour.
when the guest is on, because you want them to always be hanging on, waiting. Oh, it's Dave next. It's Dave next.
Right. Okay. Just between you and me.
Yeah. So don't tell the listeners that we're gonna, do that.
Okay. And viewers. We have viewers.
You'll notice today at the end of every break, I'm going to be saying, Dave
Dave
Sterin coming up soon, and they're like, oh, I got to stay for Dave Sterin.
Oh, good.
And then when he appears, it'll just be a big surprise for everybody.
And then we
But
can all breathe.
listen. You have to listen to the whole show. Is the deal.
Okay.
You have to earn Dave.
He's that big.
That's right. Bonnie Cameron's right over there. I'm Dan Fagan. Lots to get to today. 6:14. Get to today. 6:14.
Fagan and Beagle on Hot Talk KOAN and online at 1080KOAN.com.
Do you own your own business? Are you thinking about starting one? Are you an employee who wants to get the job done the right way and move up the corporate ladder? Well, this is the show for you. Innovation, technology, and professional business advice you can use. Listen to Getting Down to Business with David Weatherholt on Hot Talk KOAN 95.5 FM and 1080 AM every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Your small business resource with advice you can use.
Harry Reid and Washington liberals know that Mark Begich is in trouble. Begich can't run on his record of voting with Obama 97% and against Alaska jobs and families. So Obama's and Harry Reid's allies are meddling in our primary and dishonestly attacking Dan Sullivan. Groups tied to Reid, Obama, and environmental extremists are smearing Sullivan because Sullivan can beat Begich in November. Dan Sullivan is the proven Alaska conservative. As Alaska's Attorney General, Sullivan sued the federal government to stop Obamacare. And as DNR Commissioner, he took on Obama's EPA and fought for Alaska energy jobs. Don't let Washington insiders Obama or Reid choose our next senator. On August 19th, vote for the clear conservative choice, Dan Sullivan. American Crossroads paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. AmericanCrossroads.org.
Look, Jed, when guys like us walk into a facility in the morning, we can smell a problem. No one needs to hand us a work order. We already know it. Today, for instance, we need a new gearbox, 6 globe valves, and a dozen ballasts. And when I smell a problem, Granger smells that I smell a problem. They help me keep this place up and running. Now, that's the kind of smell I like. The sweet smell of success. Get it? Got it? Good. Call, clickgranger.com, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Well, howdy, I'm Nick Worthington, Ford Giant, Worthington Ford.
Come to Worthington Ford if you want a great selection of cars and trucks, and if you want to save money.
We've got over 1,000 vehicles to choose from with 0% financing available on every one.
That includes new and used vehicles.
Plus, get some great discounts, and you can use your PFD today. Take a look.
Here's a Chevy Cobalt for $49.50 and a Toyota Corolla for $89.50. And if it's back to school time, it's out.
Here's a Ford F350, just $89.50. And here's a Dodge 1500, just $10,900.
Plus, every vehicle is certified and under warranty. And remember, 0% financing is available on all vehicles, new and used. And you can use your PFD today.
It's Giant Worthington Ford on Gamble, open till midnight.
Stock numbers 07 Cobalt 1473728. 16748, 97 F350 1473158, 09 Corolla Q12638, 0% financing on approved credit, subject to prior sale. See dealer for details. Ends 8/21/2014.
Who was the last Alaska governor to see 16,000 new jobs created on his watch? Was it Wally Hickel, Jay Hammond, Bill Egan? The last governor to see 16,000 new jobs is our current governor, Sean Parnell. Alaska is in the middle of a jobs boom. Since Sean Parnell took office, the Alaska economy has produced some 16,000 new jobs. And you can bet there are more jobs coming. Listen to Jim Huffman, president of a trucking company in Fairbanks.
This year we are buying new trucks, hiring new people. I could put 20 truck drivers to work tomorrow if we could find them. I give the credit to Governor Parnell.
Alaska's economy is back on track. 16,000 new Alaska jobs since Sean Parnell became our governor. That's why Parnell 2014, Box 100719, Anchorage, paid for this message.
You're on with Fagan and Beagle in the morning. Give him a call, 569-1080. KO.
All right, good morning, and welcome to the Fagan Beagle-less Bonnie Show. Glenn is off today. He will be back in tomorrow, and he will not be in tomorrow because tomorrow is a Saturday.
I won't be here tomorrow either.
You're not going to be here tomorrow either. I want to try to reconstruct our conversation that we had.
You want to redo?
I want to redo. You know what a mulligan is?
No, a beer.
A beer? No, it's a term in golf. When you hit the ball and you're not happy with the outcome of your swing, you say, I'm going to take a mulligan. I don't take mulligans. Let me tell you a little bit about me in golf. I really, when you're golfing, you're playing yourself. And there are times when my buddies and I will compete, but most times when I'm playing golf, I'm trying to beat the inner demons in my head. Because golf is so strategic. You have to really be focused. You got to bring your A game every time, or golf will kick your butt. Mm-hmm. That's the beauty of golf. So I play with guys who they don't care about the rules. They'll hit it in the woods. They'll walk up there. They'll drop it, and then they'll hit it from where they hit it on the woods. And really, you're supposed to re-tee. They don't play by the rules. So they'll tell you I shot a 93 today, but really, if they played by the rules, they probably shot about a 105.
Okay.
So I am a stickler for the rules. And the people, most of my real close friends that I play with, we're the same way. Mm-hmm. We are just we're religious when it comes to following the rules because you never really know how good you are.
That's right.
And a lot of the guys, they'll get it within 3 feet of the cup, and they'll just say, "Oh, that's good." They'll pick it up.
Sure.
Well, you can miss 20% of those in a round. And so, you play by the rules, then you're going to find out you're not that good a golfer. So that's the way I play golf, and most of my close friends play golf the same way. So I have no idea where I was going with that.
You were about to redo our conversation.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's why I never take mulligans.
Okay.
Because a mulligan is a stroke, and it's really more than a stroke because if you take a mulligan and then you hit it bad again anyway. So we had a conversation, and I'm finding that this is so common, what you believe. I've really kind of did some research on this yesterday, and I'm finding a unity coming between the left and the Tea Party on certain issues.
Mm-hmm.
And people like Rand Paul, people like Ron Paul, people like Joe Miller, people like Ted Cruz, they're finding some common ground. And some of the common grounds that the hard left and the Tea Party movement are experiencing, like snooping.
Yes.
Right?
Spying, yes.
Spying,
NSA involvement,
snooping.
yes.
Yeah. The idea.
Patriot Act. Mm-hmm.
Patriot Act, exactly. All this stuff. There's some common ground there. And, I don't really have a big problem with my government doing what it needs to do to keep us safe. When 3,300 people were killed on September 11, 2001, that kind of changed things for me.
So you have the I've got nothing to hide mentality.
Well, no, I'm not going to give the government carte blanche on spying.
Okay.
I don't want them to be, listening to me in my bedroom or on my cell phone. But I do have nothing to hide, but that doesn't justify over snooping. And I do believe this current president is, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Mm-hmm.
So he has greatly expanded the snooping, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not comfortable with him. I don't think he has good intentions.
Okay.
And I think he would. Well, we've already seen it.
Well, right. I do believe that the Patriot Act had good intentions.
Yes, but we've already seen this president.
Yeah.
He's used the IRS to target political enemies.
Yes.
It's without dispute.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're caught red-handed, they cover it up. So we know this president has ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
And he's out to use the power of government to go after his political enemies, which is the very thing we all fear with the police state, right? Or with the nanny state, not the nanny state, the spying state, right?
Yeah.
That's our main concern. We don't want our political enemies to hear a conversation we had or a Facebook post we put up or a private email we sent and then come after us because of that. We want to have the freedom to express our political opinions without fear of retaliation from the government.
Yeah, they're not allowed to. They're supposed to have a warrant.
Exactly, and that's the main fear with the spy state. But I also think there's a balance, and we need to know who's in our country. We need to know, we need to have ways of being able to intercept conversations from American citizens when they begin to associate with known terrorists.
Okay, that's fair.
We need to know that, and we need to be able to monitor them, and we need to be able to spy on them, and we need to be able to listen in on their phone calls and read their emails. Once that they have exhibited an association with those who are known to be involved in Islam and I hate to even call it radical Islam, but the jihadist movement will say, I want the government to go all out in catching these people and monitoring these people. And if I get caught in that dragnet, and for some reason I accidentally began to associate with a known terrorist, I get no problem with you listening to my phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just me. So, but we're seeing a joining here of the Tea Party and the left.
I don't know if I'd say the Tea Party. You're talking
Well,
about
the Joe Miller, Rand Paul, Ron Paul.
You're talking about the far right, far conservative.
No, I hate far right because I am as right as you can get.
Okay, radical conservative.
No, I hate radical. I am a radical conservative. I think we should get rid of the Department of Education, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Department of Agriculture. If I were president, I'd get rid of all that stuff. You're not gonna get any more right than me. I'm just as right as anybody.
Okay.
But what I what I try to employ is realism. And we have a movement in this country, and it's represented in leadership by Mark Begich and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid and Les Gara and Hollis French and Barack Obama. And I can never say, Bonnie, what's in somebody's heart, but I can look at the results of what they propose.
Mm-hmm.
And everything this movement proposes has the clear, obvious result of sucking the very life out of the economy.
Mm-hmm.
And causing more dependence. Everything this movement does is to transfer wealth from the private sector into the government sector, robbing families of opportunities. Everything they do.
I agree.
Without exception. So this movement presents a clear and present danger to the sovereignty of the United States of America. They are as much a threat as Nazi Germany was, as communism was, as anything this country's ever faced. And they're within us. And right now, they're in control. They're in control in Washington, D.C. They have plenty of power here in Alaska. If Prop 1 passes, then you'll know how much power they have.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have 50 plus 1 of our citizens will be duped.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the number one. And one thing about Ronald Reagan, buddy, you have to admit this. I know you probably weren't even.
I remember him,
Yeah, but you
I was
weren't-
small.
You weren't studying.
Yes.
Yeah. Ronald Reagan was singular in his focus.
Mm-hmm.
We must defeat communism.
Sure.
There were plenty of things he could have come up against it. He could have spent his time battling a lot of challenges. And I believe that we need to be just single-minded in our focus. Begich, Obama, French, Gara, Pelosi, Reid, these guys will bring this country to her knees sooner rather than later if we don't recognize the threat they represent. What I hear from Joe Miller and Rand Paul and Ron Paul, the enemy is John Boehner. The enemy is what's the guy in Kentucky that everybody hates? Mitch McConnell. Dan Sullivan, AG. These guys are the enemy. And it's a diversion. It is a diversion from the clear and present danger represented by the hard left. And let's be honest, and I think you'll agree with me, the days of the Democratic Party being center, left of center are over. Mm-hmm. They are so hard left now. There's no moderate left in the Democratic Party. Now, I know I just used all our time. I'm going to give you the whole floor when we come back. Bonnie Cameron will respond to my little dissertation. 6:29 is the time. We would love to get your thoughts, too. We do have some calls backing up. Our call backing up. We'll get to that call next, and we'll take other calls. 569-1080, 569-1080. Dan Fagan here, Bonnie Cameron. Glenn Beagle is off. He'll be back Monday. Stay with us. Here, Bonnie Cameron. Glenn Beagle is off. He'll be back Monday. Stay with us.
Don't just sit there. Give them a call. 569-1080. Join the conversation. KOAN.
With KOAN News, I'm Ann Kenda. Police say a man who allegedly shot and killed his caretaker in an assisted living home on East 24th Street in Anchorage had a history of violence, but they're not sure what motivated him to fatally shoot 63-year-old Eduardo Escalante, who worked and lived in the home. They're investigating where 51-year-old Paul Miller obtained the gun, since guns are not allowed in the group home. He called 911 himself to report the shooting and was led away by police in his wheelchair. A diver from Seattle has died during a gold dredging operation in Nome. 39-year-old Sean Beals was found face down in the water late Wednesday night. Authorities don't know if he drowned or had a medical emergency. A light earthquake with a magnitude of 4.4 struck the Cook Inlet region late Wednesday night. No damage was reported. That's your Hot Talk News Update.
Clouds and sunshine with some showers for today, high 62. Partly cloudy for tonight, low 51. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies with occasional rain, high 62. Tomorrow night, low 52. And for Sunday, showers possible, high 63. Hot Talk, breaking news, and the latest weather. KOAN 95.5 FM and 1080 AM.
Call 333-8000, 333-8000, 333-8000 for Sicily's Pizza. Call 333-8000, 333-8000, 333-8000 Sicily's.
It's that time of year again. It's back to school time at Sicily's. We know you're busy, especially when it's back to school time. So Sicily's created the back to school special. Buy any large pizza at the regular price, get an order of 10 chicken wings at half price. Let Sicily's do the cooking and driving while you check things off your back to school to-do list. Take a break. Order Sicily's back to school special. Just call 333-8000. That's 333-8000. Or order online at SicilysPizza.com. Best ingredients, best pizza, Sicily's.
Call 333-8000, 333-8000, call for Sicily's Pizza.
Joe Miller, family man, decorated combat veteran, judge, conservative leader.
I'm running for U.S. Senate because I am a believer. I believe government should balance its budget just like our families do. That's why I support balancing the budget by law, so we stop Washington politicians from looting the Treasury. I believe in the rule of law. That's why I support the aggressive enforcement of Americans' immigration laws and why I oppose amnesty for illegal immigrants. It's also why Barack Obama should be impeached. I believe in life and liberty. That's why I'm endorsed by leading pro-life and pro-gun rights organizations. I believe in family. With 8 wonderful children and a loving wife, I want every Alaskan son and daughter to have their shot at the American dream. I'm Joe Miller, and I approve this message because we must restore the America we love.
Paid for and approved by citizens for Joe Miller.
You take a 5, a 5, a 9, and a 7. Add them all up, it's the number of heavenly sights you see when you get on board the 26 Glacier Cruise.
Discover glaciers and wildlife in Prince William Sound with Phillips Cruises and Tours. Choose our 26 Glacier Cruise or the Glacier Quest. Both include hot lunch, Forest Service narration, and no seasickness guarantee. Visit 26glaciers.com to book your adventure today.
It's 26. I said the 26. The 26 Glacier Cruise.
Did you know that one of the state's premier medical facilities is located right in the heart of South Anchorage? Thanks to the Alaska Neurology Center, there's no need to leave Alaska anymore when it comes to treating the nervous system. You'll receive the best care at the Alaska Neurology Center for epilepsy, cerebral palsy, brain injuries, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Huntington's disease, multiple sclerosis, speech disorders, and they offer pain management as well. And if you're having trouble sleeping at night, the Alaska Neurology Center has the best sleep disorder experts in the state. They also have the most sophisticated MRI imaging technology in Alaska. If you need relief from stress or from migraines, relax in their luxurious spa. At the Alaska Neurology Center, their massage therapists are amazing. And they offer hydrotherapy, infrared sauna, hot and cold therapy, and shiatsu massage. And their medical spa also offers facials and waxing. The Alaska Neurology Center, located on Diamond and Old Seward.
8 stars of gold on a field of blue. Alaska's flag, may it mean to you.
I'm an Alaskan, and I'm really tired of Mark Begich and Meade Treadwell attacking Dan Sullivan. Treadwell supported Democrats in the past, but now he's acting like Begich and making ridiculous attacks he knows aren't true. Sullivan stood up to Obama as Alaska's Attorney General, fought for access to our fish and game, and brought new oil and gas jobs to Alaska. Dan is as Alaskan as it gets. My name is Athena Fulton, and I really believe that Dan Sullivan is the only candidate who can beat Mark Begich. And that would be good for Alaska.
Alaska's Energy, America's Values, paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. EnergyandValues.com.
When I grow up, I want to be a pro basketball player.
An elementary school teacher. Oh, an Olympic gymnast.
No matter what dream you choose or where you are in life, your local Country Financial representative offers helpful advice on everything from auto and home insurance to financial planning, education to retirement, and business insurance too, so that you can continue to grow and dream. For more information, visit countryfinancial.com or call 1-866-COUNTRY. Country Financial. Grow your own way.
Hot Talk KOAN, man. You're on with Fagan and Beagle. 1080 KOAN.
.636 is the time. Fagan, Beagle, and Bonnie on this 15th day of August. Winter's coming, folks. It is. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you. It's so important that you have reliable transportation. Listen, you may be thinking to yourself, I can't get a new car. Well, you might be surprised at how affordable a car, truck, SUV is over at Payless Car Sales. Our good friend Ali Sheik, who runs Payless Car Sales, will put you into a vehicle. You'll be blown away. You'll be blown away at how nice it is and how little you pay. Ali Sheik, he's got this great eye for quality vehicles. And he passes the savings on to you. He's just a really talented guy when it comes to getting quality automobiles into the hands of his customers at a reasonable price. His dealership is like an entry-level luxury used car dealership. Really nice vehicles, but yet, if you haven't ever had a decent car, Ali Sheik will be the guy who will move you into that. And Payless Car Sales is over on 5th Avenue, 919 East 5th Avenue. Stop by today. Payless Car Sales. Tell them Dan Fagan, Glenn Beagle sent you. You're going to get the red carpet treatment. He's going to take care of you. Payless Car Sales, 919 East 5th Avenue. Bonnie Cameron is sitting right over there. She's, I believe, constructing a novel, something.
I have to write it out.
You have to write. You and Glenn, man. You guys, I feel like I'm a professor here because every time I'm on the radio and I'm talking, there's Glenn and Bonnie just writing. I don't know how you guys.
I got to get my thoughts out on paper first.
I'll bet you would find that if you just went for it, if you just let it rip, just opened your mouth and whatever came out.
I've done that.
I think you'd find that it's liberating. I think you'd be a lot happier with. You try it sometime.
Okay.
All right. Can we take Jeff's call and then I'll let you respond to my.
First of all.
We can't take Jeff's call.
Yeah, Jeff's on your side.
I'm afraid he's going to say everything I want to say.
Yeah, he might.
Well, let's see what he has to say, and
Okay.
then and anyone else who wants to jump in, 569-1080, 569-1080. That's the number. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, you're on.
Yeah, I think Bonnie's got telepathy, or that, however you can read.
Telepathy. Yes, you got ESPN.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch the debate, but I got 4 friends that did, and I had already kind of swaying towards Miller. I campaigned for Miller when he ran against Lisa, and I was thinking Dan Sullivan's the only one that could really beat Begich, but Joe Miller's the guy.
What did you see last night that swung you over to him?
Well, like I said, I didn't watch it, but I talked to 4 people that did, and they all changed their mind too. They were leaning towards Sullivan, but I like Sullivan, but it partially a big thing for me is the impeachment of Obama. That I used to think that idea was not realistic, but it's we have to do it. We have to at least go through the process of trying to impeach him. I mean, his administration's like the Untouchables, but they do whatever they want, and that's just one of the main reasons why we have to go through the process of impeachment.
I don't think I've heard anybody say this before, but I am absolutely convinced that Joe Miller is going to beat Mead Treadwell. I think conservatives are on to Mead. I don't think they think he's authentically conservative, and I think they're going to gravitate. All those guys who might have been considering Mead, I think they'll probably go to Joe.
Yeah.
And he may, I'll be honest with you, Jeff, Bonnie, he may pull up a shocker of shockers.
That's what I'm thinking
Done it
too.
before.
Yeah.
But if he does, I think that pretty much guarantees Begich's re-election.
See, I just disagree with that. But.
Well, I'll tell you this: that if
I'm not sure of that,
if Joe Miller does win, like before, I will give everything I have to help Joe get
It
the
should
victory.
be anybody but Begich. You're right. No matter what.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, my little speech at the beginning of the show was basically we need to be wise.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be single-minded and focused on the true, clear threat to this nation, which is, I think, greater threat to communism, greater threat than Nazi Germany, which is the threat presented by the hard left, which now governs and controls the Democratic Party. Mark Begich, Barack Obama, these folks will destroy our country sooner rather than later if their agenda is allowed to continue. And that's why I believe that we need to, the Tea Party, they demonize the Republican Party as though the Republican Party is the bad guy. I'll admit the Republican Party has not done all it could to stand up to this clear and present danger, which is the Democrats. But to shift focus away from Begich and Pelosi and Reid and Obama is a grave error, in my opinion. Because we need to unite those of us who are not communists, which these guys are, and we need to unite and really focus on defeating them. Not divide, which is what Joe Miller does, I believe.
Okay, so you made a comment about the Republicans, us acting like the Republicans are the enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
Well, I think that we've got
to notice who the real enemy is, and that's the Democrats and their
every
agenda.
Republican voted against Obamacare. Every single one.
Well, some people would say that Lisa Murkowski should not have voted for cloture, which would have helped Obamacare. So that's where some frustration with the Republicans come in, because there was only a few Republicans who voted against cloture, which would have carried on the discussion, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that. They didn't put up. I would have liked to have seen them do some different things.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's not the Republicans that gave us Obamacare.
I would say to the enemy comment that the Republicans are an enemy to themselves. They become the enemy to themselves. They're doing themselves in. And you guys, you and Glenn, talk about the 15% of us like it's a minute fraction.
I don't agree with that figure.
Okay, well, he mentioned 15% the other day.
We're the majority of the country.
Okay, well, he mentioned the 15% of us who are, maybe he would say radical or the fringe, the fringe of us. But that 15% makes up an election like we're seeing today. That can impact an election. If 15% of us decide to sit it out because we're so frustrated with the Republicans.
So what is your point? I don't understand how you're addressing my point, which is we need to unite and.
Well, you were upset the other day that we were saying, the Republicans are the problem.
Upset. I was in pure rage.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to put it nicely. And I'm sorry, I was just kind of sitting there laughing because I couldn't believe it was happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically I'm saying that the Republicans are the enemy to themselves. They're doing themselves in by not following the platform of the Republican Party. And, you'd better watch out for that little 15% fringe because we're the ones who are going to make up an election.
It's not 15%. The majority of Americans are conservative.
I know, but I don't know that they're that conservative. They're willing to go along with the, milquetoast Republicans.
Well, milquetoast Republicans, these Republicans are free market people. These are not milquetoast people.
I think they are. They're acting that way.
So you want to demonize these guys and let Joe?
I want to shame them. I want to shame them into doing their job.
That's productive. 44 past the hour.
I want to shame them into doing their job.
That's productive. 44 past the hour.
You're on with Fagan and... You're on with Fagan and Beagle. 80 KOAN.
Trail Boss Solutions is an Alaskan-owned, nationally recognized top 500 construction and remodel firm. From our handyman services to our award-winning kitchen design and remodel, Trail Boss Solutions is fully licensed, bonded, and insured, and has the experienced professionals to take your project from initial design through completion on time and on budget. Please visit us on the web at trailboss-solutions.com or contact Trail Boss Solutions direct at 646.
I think it would be really cool to be video stream person to be able to hear us just talk normally without the on air.
Yeah, I think they're hearing it now.
Okay. So when you're doing it, how would we get it done? Okay. You turn the commercials
You're hearing my microphone? Nothing else?
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care about that. Doesn't have to be professional. So right now we're on. People can hear us. The two people watching us via stream. So that was stated.
Tell them to explain it.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, that's fine. I know you don't believe that Miller is a better has a better chance of being Sullivan. It's not possible.
That I don't what?
That Miller has a better chance of being Sullivan.
If the Republican Party goes behind him, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Who? You think so? Yeah.
On Hot Talk KOAN and online at 1080 KOAN.
All right, welcome back. 6:48 is the time on this, the 15th day of August. Boy, summer's just flying. Fagan, Beagle, and Bonnie. Beagle is off today. Bonnie Cameron is sitting right over there. How are you doing?
I'm well.
Now
I'm
we
looking forward to
had
this.
we had a caller who did not want to go on the air and asked me to explain why I think Joe Miller will have a tougher time beating Mark Begich than Dan Sullivan. Brian, you said something that made me think. You said that you feel like all three of the Republicans have an equal chance of beating Begich.
Well, I think no matter what, everyone on this side wants to get him out, so they'll get behind whoever. And yeah, hopefully more votes for Republicans than Democrats.
And you believe that too, right, Bonnie?
I don't know about equal.
Who do you think has the better chance of the three?
I honestly can tell you I think Joe Miller has the better chance of all three of them. I mean, honestly, I think that just as much as you think that about Dan Sullivan.
So the polling is irrelevant to you.
It absolutely is. It was last time, and it was this
There's
time.
65% negatives.
Okay, you've been saying that for like 2 or 3 months, and more people have gone to Joe's side since then. So I think it's probably less than that.
You know, the one bad thing I didn't like last night about Joe at the debate.
You saw the debate.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, and
Bonnie and I did not see it.
And Steve McDonald asked each of them who their biggest Alaskan influence was. Who was their Alaskan hero?
I heard about that.
So he answered third, but I'll go in reverse order. He said Wally Hickel. Yep, and then Dan Sullivan
said Ted Stevens.
Yes, he did.
All right, that's pretty good. No, hold on.
And Joe Miller said.
Let me guess now. He's probably not even an Alaskan. Was he an Alaskan?
Joe Miller said.
You're gonna hate it. Oh no, you
not
you
Sarah
don't know
Palin.
This?
Oh my God, yeah. I was wondering if that was just a wrong answer or a mistake because.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, that was a bad
Sarah
answer.
Palin.
He's getting red again.
That was a horrible
The
answer.
half-term highest tax increase governor appointed a Planned Parenthood board member to the Supreme Court, Sarah Palin.
Okay, now about that Supreme Court.
Maybe he thought it was
she had
least.
to choose from a list of people that she was given.
Frank fought his list.
Oh.
And Frank Bailey admitted, who was her right-hand man, that the only reason they picked that Planned Parenthood board member judge is because Todd insisted on it, because that judge gave favorable treatment to Sarah's sister when they were suing Trooper Wooten.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he thought they were asking who was your least
Well,
influential.
at least we now know why Joe Miller glowingly spoke favorably about the highest tax increase in the history of the state of Alaska, which is ACES. He wants to keep her on his side, and I'm sure that when he said that last night, it was one of these, please endorse me, Sarah, please.
It doesn't
you
help
really
him
think
here.
You want the endorsement here?
I do. I do.
I
And
mean,
I think it would probably help him, frankly, in the Republican primary. In the general, it'll kill him, but it won't matter because it'll lose 20 points to Vegas anyway. But in the Republican primary, it would get him over the top. I think it probably would.
Now, why do you think that Begich would beat Joe Miller more so than Dan Sullivan?
Why would Begich?
Why would Begich beat Joe Miller and not Dan Sullivan?
Well, because Joe Miller has a 65% negative.
I don't think he does. Where did you get that?
Every
statistic?
poll that's ever been done on him, the positives are like 20%, and even though Begich has spent, what is it now, almost $3 million trying to trash Dan Sullivan, Sullivan's still negatives are relatively low. Begich, I don't think you understand how badly bruised Joe Miller was in that last race.
I think when you come out honest and strong and you state your beliefs and
you
in
handcuff
such
journalists.
I thought that was off the table now since that's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not. But
Well,
you know,
Joe didn't make him handcuff.
Yeah.
He calls a press conference to say he's not going to answer questions.
You know, he's come a long way. He's and like Amanda Coyne said in her blog last night.
Name one thing you don't like about him.
She's I don't like that he looks like a wanted poster from the Country Western Days or whatever.
I don't like his answer from last night.
Sarah, did the crowd groan when he said that?
I did.
Was there much of a crowd? I thought it was just a small studio
It was on Channel
audience.
2. It would have been a massive audience. You know, that's still...
Oh, so they collectively groaned in their homes.
Oh, man. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, well...
You're not going to get a worse governor in our state than Sarah Palin was.
I
don't
think
care
that,
how hard you try.
You know, even though I do disagree with her on some things, I do really think she's doing a good thing now. I think she's got a great platform. Not running for anything is her best decision.
Writing an 1,000-word essay on her Facebook page about why we should kick the whole industry out of the
state. That was ridiculous, and that's one of those things that I just totally disagree with her.
But other than that, she's swell.
Other than that, she's a great conservative talking head.
I think she'd be fun to hang out with, you know, doing hunting, whatever.
If she's successful and brings us back to the highest tax increase in the history of the state, she will single-handedly
if she makes my husband lose his job, then I'm not going to care for her so much.
She will have single-handedly done more to harm the state than any Alaskan ever to live.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
And she already did.
And I did comment on her post about that. And I said, oh, that's great. You've got your millions. You don't have to worry about, living in your parents' basement.
Sean Parnell cleaned up her mess, and here she is back trying to get it resurrected. How can you say you like what she's doing?
I like her as a talking head nationally. I don't think
how does that mean anything to you? That's the same thing with Joe Miller. You sit here and Joe Miller brags about he's anti-tax, but he's doing cheerleading pom-poms for the highest tax increase in the history of the state. I don't want to think about that. I just like Joey Swell.
Stop.
No,
5, 6.
Yeah.
No.
Well, go
well,
ahead.
her going off on this whole, going back and coming back to it and supporting it, it is cleaning up, her own mess. But she could just say nothing.
We need to get a camera on you. You're clearly the best-looking male on the show. I don't think you're better looking than Bonnie, but you're better than me and Glenn.
Glenn's not here.
6:55, 569-1080, 569-1080. Todd.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
I love your guys' show here.
Thanks, Todd.
I think the reason, possibly a reason why Joe said that, which I think is a mistake, but is that Sarah actually has courage. I mean, whether you agree with her or disagree,
I agree with you.
She says what she believes.
She does.
And that is the huge difference between Joe Miller and these other two candidates, is that he actually speaks what he believes. He's not afraid. He doesn't back down. And he is the kind of person the kind of statesman or leader that we need in the Senate right now. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to win. But I'm going to vote for him, but I don't think he's going to win.
Were you with him from the beginning, or are you a recent convert?
I have been with him. I voted for him twice when he ran against Lisa, and that doesn't mean that if he doesn't win the primary, I'm not going to vote for whoever does win, because Begich has got to go. Not only am I voting, I'm not a man of big means, but I'm going to contribute as much as I possibly can to any Republican who runs against Begich. So
Yeah. Thank you so much, Todd.
have a good morning, guys.
You too. 569-1080. I'll ask you, Bonnie. You seem to be a little ambivalent about, or you were evasive when I asked you this last time. I'm hoping that you've come around. If Joe Miller does not win the primary and Meade Treadwell or Dan Sullivan does, you will vote for them in the general.
I was less likely to say yes before Joe came out yesterday and said he would support his the other two candidates, whoever wins the Republican primary. I'm more so swayed now to vote for because he said that.
So Joe changed your mind?
Not totally.
Well, did you see Amanda Coyne's blog today where she makes a big deal out about Joe
Yes.
last night ruling out that he will run in general if he loses the primary?
Yes.
And her analysis was she thinks he likes Dan Sullivan, personally.
He's talked about that before. He's like, our wives are, great friends, and, I think Dan Sullivan's a great guy,
He doesn't care much for Treadwell, though, does he?
He has said that they're friends also.
Does he?
I mean, he said they were friends before this whole thing. I don't know if they are now, but he said they were before.
Sullivan
I'm not 100%. Dan Sullivan needs to take a strong stance on issues and not worry so much about, the politics of it.
6:58 is the time. Our number 569-1080, 569-1080. Glenn Beagle is not here today. He will be back with us on Monday. We'll continue. Dave Sterin. That's right, the Dave Sterin will be on this broadcast coming up in a bit. 6:58. $6.58.
You know what I didn't learn in law school?
Make your next corporate.
Wow, just like yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Plus my face doesn't look as fat that way.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, look at my chin grow as it goes down.
My chin goes away.
Oh, see, now that's kind of a good shot. Look at that shot. Can we get somebody in here to hold this?
Just hold it like
Gosh,
that.
I actually look good there. All we need is like you have anything like a little box or something? Man, I look good there. I'm actually handsome there.
Dan, you're a great looking guy.
Already? I don't want to get out there. Oh, we're not coming back.
Just hold it the whole time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just a box. Of course, I got to be able to see you guys.
Are you going to change your blog pic, or did you?
I don't know. What's
Just
wrong?
the eyes?
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you haven't been in my blog in like 3 weeks? That's when I changed it.
No, I just didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I only read the content.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Was that off my suggestion?
No, my internet gal said that looks horrible.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
My kids were actually like, that's disturbing.
Yeah, I did get quite a few emails on that. I wanted it to be intimidating.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it really just kind of looked creepy.
I know. Yeah, because then we can keep the windows open that way, too.
Oh, good. I love the light.
It's better.
Or the view of the building next to us.
Perfect. Well, I don't know how that's going to look in the overall picture. Yeah. But definitely. Now I need like a book. A book? Yeah, like a book. I like that picture with the background.
And then a vanilla latte while you're at it.
See, and I'm not going to be able to see the guest. Well, you can't see, can you?
I can see.
No, but you can't see the picture.
No.
Yeah, so you can't see me on the.
Now I cannot see you.
Like this.
I don't like that because I really like to see your facial expressions.
That's definitely. Yeah, that's. Oh no, it's not flat. You just need a little bit more. You have like a Bible, something big. What is that? Is it flat? No, it's too small. No, this is much better though. Yes, yes. Oh, is it flat?
Yeah, flat.
Okay. Yeah. Here, put. Let's just see. Come look at this, Brian. Here, you want to help you adjust that? Okay. Let's see. It's for some reason not focused. Okay. All right. It's a much better shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like the background there with the outside? Of course,
Yeah,
that'll be
you're
dark.
gonna get some glare.
That'll be dark most of the year.
That's right.
You know what I need to do is just go buy another one of these and use that, and we can clip it. And I need to buy another one of those tripods and cameras because we can put the little that tripod will go as low as we want it.
Yeah, and actually, I was using.
Yeah, he had on.
Oh, let me see. Oh no, we're using this one for her. Do you have another camera?
Yeah, I've got that other camera.
The little one?
Yeah, but they're all gonna have the same quality.
All right, let's try it. Yeah, because I hate having all this stuff on the table. That doesn't look too good. Agreed?
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, give me that little one. See if we can get this one. Oh, no. I will. It'll switch. You got it? I'm going to go buy another high def. So you don't think this will make a difference? You know what? I don't think I have another USB.
I noticed yesterday I switched between this one and that one with Bonnie.
And no difference?
And yeah, because the first segment, the first hour, she was on this one.
But
second hour.
Okay.
She was
So
on
and
the
it
other
made no
camera.
difference.
Not on the video.
Okay. There it is, Microsoft. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, but it's not switching here, is it?
You might have to get out of the broadcast.
Like stopping it and then. Oh, it's giving me a chance. Now it went back to like the slate. Like yeah. Oh, I know. I go to my camera thing. Turn camera on. Oh, I know where it is. Go to settings. That's it. Michael, there she is. Yeah. It should kick on any second. Come on, baby doll. That's good. Bonnie's personal home phone number is.
What? Don't do that.
Yeah, it's not taken, huh? So what do I do? Hang up and we only got me and it's only like 2 listeners. I haven't advertised these.